This is the video for the third module in CS for All, covering an introduction to modeling. The topics covered will be an introduction to agent-based modeling, the ways to use random walk and wiggle walk in models, and finally, how sliders can control global variables. First, we'll talk about agent-based modeling. It can be used to represent, among other things, complex adaptive systems. Examples of complex adaptive systems are ecosystems, like the fish and algae in a pond, or an ant colony with many interacting agents. The model consists of the agents, an environment in which these agents exist, and the interactions between them. It is important to note that the system adapts and changes over time. There are three important parts of a model in NetLogo: an observer who creates the world, turtles who are the agents of the model, and the patches representing the environment. You probably remember the concept of abstraction for models from a previous video. In this case, there are three aspects for abstraction: the agents who have rules for existing, behaving, and interacting, the environment in which they exist, and the time during which the model runs. In NetLogo, time is represented by ticks. Next, we'll talk about a type of behavior frequently used in modeling, the random walk. It can model a wide variety of things, such as the search paths of bees and ants, changes in stock market prices, and the genetic drift of infectious diseases. Implementing the random walk is fairly simple. We set the heading to a random value between 0 and 359, covering all possible directions. Next, we move forward by one step. And finally, we use a tick to model time. Now, we'll talk about another way for agents in the model to move forward, the wiggle walk. The wiggle walk models the path of larger animals, such as deer. To implement the wiggle walk, we ask our turtles to take both a left and a right turn, after which we move forward and end with a tick. Finally, we'll cover sliders. Sliders represent global variables, which can be used everywhere in the code. They are created in the interface window, and they need a name by which they will be addressed: a maximum and minimum value, and an initial value and an increment. We can also specify units, but that is optional. The slider can be used to change the global variable it represents. Here, we have a slider max angle, which is currently set to 50. Here is an example for WiggleWalk code that uses the slider created previously. The turtles turn left and then right based on the global variable max angle. Changes in the value for max angle will be reflected in changes to the behavior of the turtles. Thank you for watching the video.